Yo, 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 what's up? Another episode of Nothing Nice. We in the house. Before we get into it, y'all remember, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on all the social media platforms. 365 Nothing Nice. Well, firstly, we got Mook back in the building. He's done being embarrassed from that beatdown that he got. Hey, bro, how you feeling today?
Got that Jameis Winston W's there.
How you feeling, bro? What's up?
Man, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good. We back at it, man. Still trying to get to that dollar. You already know what it is.
Hey, bro, you a little closer every time, so
Look
keep
closer.
keep grinding, bro.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
yo, yo, and then we got Mr. Jake in the building. How you feeling, man? Minnesota?
We see.
We'll see. I'm
It's a
not mad
wait and
at.
see process.
I'm not mad at. And then we got Mr. Stiller in the building. What's up, Mr. Joe? What's good, bro?
Going on, man? Appreciate y'all inviting me back. Ready to chop it up with y'all again for sure.
For
Been
sure,
waiting
for
on
sure.
this.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
This is gonna be fun. All right, so y'all know this is Nothing Nice. So for the viewers at home, yes, we all are friends. However, it is Nothing Nice. So let's go ahead and jump into this. All right. Well, let's
We
start
know
first.
each other.
No. We rock. We rock. Y'all gonna see us do some things together in some episodes. But all right, so we have these injuries. What's up? What are we looking at, man? It's like these quarterbacks are going down. Like what are we seeing this? What are we seeing here? What are we expecting? Like, is anyone gonna complete the season healthy at this point?
I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I think you'll see the usual suspects hold it up. They start a little slower. Mahomes, Allen. But right now, Lamar even went down. That one shocked me.
Right.
That injury didn't even look that bad, honestly, when I first initially saw it. But for him to be out as long as he is a shocker. But that's giving some people some opportunity. I like it, though. It's a little parity in the league right now. You know what I mean? A lot of people stepping up in unexpected places. A lot of teams out the gate hot because of that, I think, but a lot of them
Yeah.
aren't looking as good. So, but yeah, definitely the injuries is playing a part. It might be, I think personally, it might be the preseason. Some of them guys didn't play at all in the preseason, didn't see the field, or maybe
Mhm.
preseason was too much for some of them. But I'm interested to know what y'all think, man. I'm like,
Yeah. Just
yeah,
just to speak to that, Joe, I've heard a lot of like NFL Hall of Famers say that these guys need to get out there and play the preseason again. That them coming into the season and just taking off from there, that's what's leading to a lot of injuries. So I've heard them say that, but Jake, what
Man,
you
I'm
think, bro?
still laughing at the fact that he said preseason may be too much for some of them. And that's crazy. You
Paper mache?
better sit the whole season then, my guy.
right.
But no, I think he's got a point. I think, especially when they went from the 4 to 3 week preseason, these teams don't really necessarily know how to handle it. You got, like, even when they're playing each other, like, you got one team week one's playing all their starters and then sit them the rest of the time.
Right.
Other ones, they're not playing their starters till week 3. So it's kind of a mix and match. So it's harder to kind of gauge where your team's actually at because you can play the ones while the other team's playing their threes, and they're great. But if the ones ain't playing the ones against each other, why the hell you got them out there?
Right. I feel you on that. Mook, what you think, bro?
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. I was having this conversation with Jake before we went on air, and I was saying, man, it's this turf. They need to go back to playing on grass. It's this turf, man. It's causing more than one problem. It ain't just turf toe. It's causing problem with your knees. You ain't never seen so many players with knee injuries. It's crazy. Achilles, everything. We need to go back to playing on grass. You look at the players that still play on grass, you don't really see too many injuries. Like Philadelphia, they playing on grass. Tennessee, grass. Teams like this, Kansas City, grass. Look at all the players that play on this turf. That's what most of them are. They injured. Look, it's the correlation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking from it.
I think it's probably more of a combination. I think it's turf has a lot to do with it, and it's harder on your tendons. It's harder on any your bones, all that, and it has less give. So you get
For
caught
sure.
up in a bad situation, it's gonna amplify it. But I also think that there are certain teams that have more issues with injuries than others, and I think they need a better training staff and a better strength and conditioning coach. And
Here's the deal though. Do you get all them guys like? And I don't know these guys personally. I'm just saying though. But like, how hard do you push a CD Lamb or a Tyreek Hill or a Lamar Jackson in a team workout though? Like, if we talking about three guys that are fighting through injuries right now for their teams, like, do
well,
you just drive CD into the ground just to make sure he's in top shape, or you kind of let him do his own thing? You know what I mean?
CD's injury in particular, that wasn't due to, anything except for getting himself in an awkward situation. That one he got landed on. I think it depends on the player. And only the coaches, staff, and all those people know what kind of worker that player is. So if you got somebody who's just kind of coasting along more, or you got somebody who's out there trying to give it their all in the off season, trying to get better and doing all this stuff, then maybe give them a little bit. Don't push them as hard in camp and in preseason. But the guys who are out there that have that old Colin Kaepernick attitude, I'm already one of the best as I am, and I don't need practice. Or like D-Hop. D-Hop hardly ever practiced. He just showed up for games and did the walkthroughs. Like, he didn't do much. That's why Brian, the old Texans coach. What's his name again?
Bill, what's his name?
Bill
Bill
O'Brien?
O'Brien. Yeah,
Bill
that's why Bill
O'Brien.
O'Brien had an issue with him and wanted to get rid of him. Yeah, he
Bill
was.
O'Brien was a problem though.
So,
Salute to D Hop. Bill O'Brien was a problem. But no, I'm with you though. I feel like it for sure depends on the player. Whatever you're used to doing, whatever got you there, part of it is like keep that going. Because if you're not used to like having all these extra workouts, and then you're putting your hamstrings or whatever through more, it may just be a ticking time bomb. Or if you're used to like practice, doing all these workouts like TL would always work harder. He would always work out harder than the actual team worked out. And then he would still do the team workouts. And then that was just easy for him. And he was just able to like play till he was 38, 39.
Yeah.
So
And even to that point, that man broke his leg, 2 weeks before the Super Bowl and
and was
played?
hooked in the Super Bowl.
yeah, Joe's
Hooked
point
in the
there.
Super
They don't make them like they used to.
That was crazy.
Right. I
That
remember
was
that man
different.
doing sit-ups in the driveway.
Hey,
That was different.
that, that's why you need to get you a Jaden Hurts who's going to be reliable.
Oh man, here we go.
I always bring something
Hey,
back.
you about to
Okay,
dig, you about to
hold
you about to
on.
dig
Hey,
yourself
we
a hole,
should play
brother.
Hold on.
And guess what, though?
Before we
I
get
go,
there, hold on. Before we get there, while we still talk about injuries, we got a couple quarterback injuries. We got Lamar Jackson who's out. We have Joe Burrow who's out. We have who else? There's another quarterback that got knocked out the game. But
Jaden Daniels.
I think he's back now.
He's coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, he's gonna be
out.
back this week because he was out
Yeah.
last week. Russell Wilson. Hear me out. Hear me out. Are you gonna tell me that where Baltimore is right now, that Baltimore shouldn't call New York and say, "Hey, I got a fifth. Send them over."
For sure not.
They about to go get that
Definitely not
first ballot.
Baltimore.
They about to go get
Nope.
that
You got
first
it.
ballot Hall of Famer.
Baltimore has stuff to play for. They still have a lot to play for.
You make a better argument with Cincinnati than Baltimore. They got Cooper Rush, who I think is the highest paid backup in the NFL. So like, I don't know that I don't know.
I think Baltimore's just fine. They can win a lot of games without having all-star talent from their quarterback, as long as their defense steps up to the plate.
They've had horrible defensive play this year. The defense has super underachieved, and they had 7 guys out from the starting lineup last week.
Well, that's the thing. They've had guys out. So you need to get some guys healthy. You need to get more of a pass rush. So what they need to do on defense, they need to change their scheme. They need to do more blitzes. They have a great, talented players in that secondary. You need to try and put more in the box, rushing the passer. Limit the time that those DBs got to cover, and then it'll work out. You got to take more chances. When you ain't got, they can play it how they're playing it in the long game right now when they got Lamar in there, because they're making everybody have to work it down the field. But now that you don't have Lamar in there, you got to take a couple more chances on defense and be a little more aggressive in that aspect. along with Cooper Rush, he's a decent backup. He can game manage. He'll be okay. Plus, you got Derrick Henry. If you're playing against teams that are garbage, which I believe their schedule's pretty easy until after their bye, that they'll be okay. And if they lose a game or two, they'll be fine anyways. They're going to make the playoffs. It matters what they do in the playoffs.
I think
Plus,
they definitely
So
sinking though.
Baltimore's next their next couple games, they have the Texans, which the Texans have the best defense in the league right now. They have the Rams. They have the Bears. They have the Dolphins, which will be a cakewalk, and then they have the Vikings. That's not a.
Lamar
We
will
could
be
just
back.
cruise through this.
Lamar will be back before the Vikings.
Let me see. He's for sure going to be out the first 4 games. So let's say.
So he would come back versus the Vikings then.
Yeah. So he comes back versus the Vikings. So that's still, and they're 1-3 right now, I believe.
Yeah, they 1-3.
They're 1-3. They can't afford to go 1-3 over these next couple weeks.
If they lose these 3 games, do you even bring Lamar back though? At that point, it's like, what are you playing for? You may be playing for a wild card spot, and you looking for like 2 teams to just slide at this point.
To be honest, because you're gonna have to win out.
But one is the AFC.
Yeah, you got to win out.
But one is the AFC.
Yeah,
It's more open.
100%.
Top end talent, but they're more open. But when it comes to those next games,
Mm-hmm.
the loss I see in there, even without Lamar, is the Rams. Miami's Tyreek Hill-less. Okay? They've looked like garbage all year. Tua's still don't know how to slide and taking hits. So he'll probably be out after this next week.
I tell you what.
And then
I tell you what, Jake.
Who are the other? The Bears. The Bears. As long as you stop the pass, you can run all day on them. Derrick Henry, the shit out of him.
Derrick Henry though is going through a little weird phase, and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna go to Mook. Derrick Henry's going through a weird phase right now where he's putting the ball on the ground, and he's also trying to cover up the ball more when he runs. So that's taking away some of his speed because it's taking away his stride. So he's not breaking away for as many yards. So I don't know if Derrick Henry, if we're watching the decline of him right now or what. Mook, what you think, bro?
No. I'm right with y'all. Except for the Miami tape. Miami's going to surprise some people. That tight end, I can't think of his name, the one from Vegas.
Waller.
Darren Waller?
Waller is going to change life for Tua. I'm telling you right now. Play with this Miami team if you want to. I seen something, even without Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is an addition by subtraction. Because, yes, he's fast, but his speed does not complement Tua. Because Tua ain't no big old quarterback. Waddle covers business more than Tyreek Hill. So I'm telling you.
But how can you say Tyreek Hill's talent doesn't amplify Tua more than Waller? Because Tua's throwing the ball the shortest out of like any quarterback out there.
Because
1-2 yards.
With Waller,
wide receiver screen.
Let me tell you why. Waller is a big bang. When I get in trouble, if I'm Tua, I'm gonna throw it up to him. He's gonna go get it. You see that Monday night. I'm telling you, this Miami team.
He looked great. He looked bad for years. But here's the thing: you expect Darren Waller to stay healthy?
Yeah. His health ain't his problem. It's off the field issues. It's off the field issues. We ain't talking about Joe Burrow. We ain't worried about him getting hurt. We ain't worried about him getting hurt. We ain't talking about.
Joe Burrow somewhere doing like this. He like
he's talking shots over here.
Get your strays out of nowhere.
Eagles chance over here, but bashing the shit out of Burrow.
We ain't talking about J.J. McCarthy.
He said, speaking of fragile.
We ain't talking about J.J. McCarthy now. We talking about this guy right here. His problem is out the field, not on the field. His problem is out the field. If he can stay out of trouble.
Whose problem? Darren Waller?
Waller, his problem is off the field. If
no, it's not. It's just had hamstring issues the last 4 years he's been in the league. He's played less than half games every season.
Is that
I
because of
think he was a
injury?
little unmotivated.
Hey,
I was
what,
gonna
Joe?
say, I'm with you, Joe. It kind of felt like it's one of those, hey, we're bad, so if I'm hurt, don't worry about it. I'm too hurt to
Yeah.
play. Y'all got it.
Yeah, I think I
Y'all
don't
got it.
it's hard if you look at the teams he's played for, it's hard to be motivated in them situations. He was in
That
New York
Raiders
and with the
team,
Giants, that Raiders team, like
Devontae Adams, huh?
I don't believe, yeah, bro, I don't believe everybody that says they're hurt is really hurt. That's just, I think some of them dudes are unmotivated and they win the long term game versus the short term game. And like, hey, if my back hurting a little bit, do I play through it if it's worth it, or do I say, hey, I'm playing for the Raiders and ain't no come on my quarterback? I'm not
case
like,
in point,
like
Saquon
Y'all see
Barkley.
how healthy?
Saquon,
Y'all
yeah,
see how healthy
Saquon would
Parsons
stay
is?
missing games in New York. He got to Philly and said, "Hey, I got new limbs. We good."
he's the healthiest man in the NFL all of a sudden, bro.
Yeah,
He's the healthiest man.
he's like,
He got
Micah
we
Like,
good.
Parsons.
hey,
Look at
Mook gonna say it's the grass because he went and played on grass, huh? That's why he
hey,
instantly got healed.
look at Michael Parsons.
Nah,
Look at Michael Parsons.
yeah,
You ain't heard nothing about his
yeah,
back after week 1. You heard nothing about his back.
Yeah, no, Micah Parsons was faking that crap.
for
Yeah.
sure,
He was
for
faking
sure.
Jerry Jones because Jerry
He
Jones.
all of a sudden he got the fastest get off in NFL history. All of a sudden, every play like this man motor never run out. Now, even when he don't get to the quarterback, he's still like a problem every snap.
Right,
Like he disruptive every
Yeah.
snap. He wasn't. He was good. He was making plays because he wanted to get paid in Dallas, but he's disruptive now. Like he in the way all the time. Like
Nope.
he the reason that the game ended in a tie.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Like that's yeah.
it's
I think
risky.
that's a real thing.
But look,
Well, Parsons is really good.
say this before you go, Jake. I'm gonna say this before you go. Give me my credit
Yep.
because I said too. I said Dak gonna have an MVP type season this year. He primed the hand. I said that you don't want to get my credit. I said that too.
You said
Dak is having an MVP type season this year. Dak been balling.
I thought Dak would put up numbers. I wouldn't say it's MVP. He's still winning games.
He got the same amount of wins as Tony Romo right now. I saw that today. It's crazy. They both got like, yeah, they got the exact same amount of wins. He has a tie, and Romo doesn't. But so I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know if both of them dudes get criticized the same. But that's an interesting stat. Just to throw that out there.
The
Yeah.
difference
But
between Dak and Romo, though, because like they both have the same talent as far as throwing. The difference is Tony will give the other team a fumble and an interception when you need it to leave. Like when you're like, "Hey, we just need you to finish this game. Just get us in field
yeah,
goal range." Tony's gonna be like, "Cool, where's the corner? I got you."
right.
Instead of,
I don't know that I want. I don't know that I want either one of them dudes trying to win the game for me at the end of the
I
game.
agree.
But yeah, that's. But just before we close out on that, I think Baltimore loses all four of them games without Lamar Jackson and them other guys too.
Ooh.
Because I don't know. I don't know if they get all them other guys back too. Having Roquan out is just like having Lamar out on offense.
Yeah,
And he went out the last game. Like you can get by not having Humphreys because Wiggins can ball a little bit and Hamilton play in the box. He move around. You can't
right.
replace Roquan Smith. Like that's if that dude don't play. That even if Cooper Rush play out his mind, they still could lose to Miami.
I'm gonna
Like
put
Yeah.
just on the fact that
I'm gonna
Say what?
put I'm gonna put Baltimore in this perspective. Their defense looked worse than Cincinnati did last year. And that's saying something.
Yeah,
damn,
they look
mm,
if not worse, just as bad. They look
just as
they
bad.
cannot stop anybody right now. They
No.
Yeah,
cannot stop anybody. And then okay, so here's my thing. So since we're talking about Baltimore, John Harbaugh, if they miss the playoffs, even with Lamar's injury, are you moving on?
No, of course not.
nah. I'm a
This
firm.
is
I said it. I think I said it in the preseason show. I'm a firm believer in not replacing a guy unless there's a better available option, and I don't know that there's a better available option than John Harbaugh right now.
No.
Like I just don't. Unless you,
In the piggyback, we can't we gotta stop. We gotta stop this trying to fire these. The reason why I say this is crazy. We all can agree that the last 2 times in the playoffs, it wasn't coaching, it was player error. That fumble by
mm,
by what's his name?
Zay.
That fumble by Zay and Mark Andrews just is imploding last year in the playoffs.
Lamar fumbled too.
Don't do that, Joe.
When
Don't
Lamar
do
fumble?
that. We're not
When?
comparing the first quarter to the fourth.
Let Let Mook finish, man. But I just want to drop that.
This is gonna be
Bro,
back to the
bro,
conversation Sunday,
let's
huh?
be real, Joe. No, let's be real. Lamar played a perfect second hand in the playoffs last year. You can't play no better than he played in the second
Every play
half.
matters, man.
Huh?
Every play matters. The tone, setting the tone for a playoff
You talking
game,
about the
and
pick?
they was in Buffalo, if I remember correct,
You
right?
talking about the pick?
They were in Buffalo, right? No, I'm
We,
talking about the fumble. He fumbled. He put the ball on the turf in the first quarter.
you talking about
Okay, okay. Last year, he did fumble in the first quarter. But that's the first quarter. That second half, though, he went off. So here's my question then, Joe. We seen Tom Brady throw 3
Mm-hmm.
picks against Aaron Rodgers and throw the game-winning touchdown coming down the field.
Mm-hmm.
The second half, he played better in that game. We seen him do it against Atlanta, where they played horribly in the first half. But the second half, they played amazing. It's not how you
Mm-hmm.
start the game. It's how you finish the game.
So
Andrews
we just gonna
finished the
fly past
game
the fact that
like
they won
trash.
both of them games. They won though. Tom Brady, they won. If they'd
Hey,
have lost that
you know
game,
why? Because
that would
when it
have
was
that
time
would
to
have been
catch the
easily
ball,
Tom Brady's ugliest loss. If they would have lost that game in Green Bay where he threw 3 picks, that would have
yeah,
been the worst. That would have been the worst loss in Tom Brady's career. But he won. They won. So you can't
yeah.
compare that to that. I feel like
if Lamar
No,
would have been
okay.
playing
So
against
here's
Aaron
the
Rodgers,
comparison to
he
it
would
though.
have won too.
he didn't win though.
Andrews dropping the ball was the big. No, for sure. Andrews dropping the ball though was the biggest thing though. You can't drop those passes. Like
You
they
can't.
hit you in the chest. The
You
ball
can't
can't
drop
hit
it.
you in the chest
Oh,
and then
better.
hit the ground.
I'm not excusing his drop.
No,
I just
Andrews
don't like.
rough.
I don't like.
Two
Yeah,
of
no,
them.
that drop cost him
Two.
the game. But I don't like
Thank you.
everybody
That's all
blaming
I'm saying.
Andrew. But everybody saying like if he would have just caught the ball, he could look and say if you would have did this, if y'all would have did that, I wouldn't even been in that position. Like it all plays into the same scope of
Hey,
the game.
listen, I'm not gonna go back and forth with the kicker in the first half of the game when we had all this extra possessions of game to go. If you missed the field goal in the first half, but you hit the game winner at the end, hey, we moving on to next week. We can talk about that on the bus. We won the
But we
game.
talking
We're
about firing you though if you do that. I just want you to know.
good.
Joe,
Andrews dropped
Listen,
the ball at the 2 biggest points. He said,
if you
"I'm open." Oh no!
if you miss 3 field goals in the beginning of the game, I'm not even putting the ball in. I'm not even
No,
putting the
no, no.
game
That's
in
crazy.
on
I
your
said,
I
leg at the
I
end of
said
the
got
game.
right
8 field
over
goals.
it too.
Whoa, 3
Yeah,
is
you're
crazy.
not
I
even
said
getting the
8 field
opportunity to kick a
goals.
game winner.
That's one.
Hell
Oh,
no.
oh no.
Because then I'm getting fired, bro. I'm not
Oh
rolling the
yeah, yeah.
dice on that. I put you
Oh
out
no,
there
no,
and you
no.
blow that kick. They're gonna be like, well, he blew 3. What was you thinking? Like you put him
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there
yeah.
for another one. What you
No,
thought
no.
was
You
gonna
blow
happen?
3
Like,
field goals, I'm gonna have to punch you in the kneecap. We can't
yeah,
let
you're
that
not.
run.
You go to the locker room, bro. I'm not letting you kick no more. We going
so,
for it on 4th down every play.
Yeah, go
so Joe,
upstairs. We good.
No, and since you got hurt in
so
the
Joe, I just
freaking
want to know one thing,
pre-war,
Joe. I just want to know one thing. So are you
What's
saying
happening?
that? So you saying the Andrews wasn't the fault they lost that game?
Am I saying who lost the game?
Now, are you saying that Mark
I'm,
Andrews wasn't that fault for them losing that game?
I think the Baltimore Ravens were outmanned and outplayed that game. They lost that game. That's what I
Joe,
think
okay,
happened.
okay,
big
okay,
game.
okay,
We
What?
Joe.
giving
What?
a laundry list of excuses why they lost that game. We like Zay Flowers fumble, Lamar Jackson fumble.
No,
Do we
no.
fire
Listen.
John Harbaugh? Oh, and Mark Andrews dropped 2 passes. Oh, we gonna take away
You
all of that
trying
and
to
be like
sprinkle.
Mark Andrews is the reason.
See, what you trying to do, you trying to sprinkle in, oh, they had 2 fumbles, they had 2 fumbles. Mark Andrews dropped 2 passes. You can get wrong passes. When did he drop those 2 passes, Joe? When did he drop those 2 passes, Joe? That's just
He
me
dropped them
saying,
when they mattered the
look,
most.
that's
He
just
dropped
like
them
me
when they mattered
saying,
the most.
Joe, that's just like me saying this right here. That's just like me saying,
Hmm.
Stop
that's just
jumping
like me
that chair, man.
saying, when the Seattle Seahawks played against the Patriots in the Super Bowl, Malcolm Butler just caught that pick at the 1 and not giving us context. It matters when he caught that pick. When did he catch that pick, Joe?
Mm,
Yeah, we know when he caught the pick.
We
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so, so stop
But
saying stuff
we've
without
seen this
context.
scenario so many times all across sports, bro. Kobe, what was it, his second year, missed that pull up in Utah game 7. Nobody
Yeah.
blamed Kobe for that loss because he missed 1 shot.
Now Kobe's the one who carried him there.
And Mark Andrews was their leading receiver. Well, Zay was their leading receiver, but Mark
Mark
Andrews was pretty
has
reliable up until that point. It's the same logic.
What do you think Mark
but Mark
Andrews would
has
say?
not been
You
great
think
for like the last. Been okay.
I think Mark Andrews, if he's talking to the media and the public, he's gonna blame himself. He's gonna
no,
apologize. He's
no,
gonna
I'm
beat
talking about
himself up.
what do you think he told his wife and his kids when he went home?
He ain't tell him nothing. He went on, went to sleep.
No, he was
What I said, how did I
you know
do
what
it?
he did? He
I'm sure.
cried.
I'm sure he
he
apologized to every man.
said,
I'm sure
No,
he. I'm sure. Right. He probably threw his phone in the river on the way home. Turned the radio off, like powered it off, like went home and put a pillow over his
oh
head and laid
shit,
down. He ain't gonna come it out.
oh
He probably
shit.
shook. Nah, to your point though, I see what you're saying though, Mook. In all seriousness, he probably walked around that locker room and shook and hugged every man hand in that locker room and said, "I'm sorry, I blew the game." For sure.
and you
He
know why
probably
he
for
did
sure
that?
did that.
You know why he did
Yeah,
that?
because he lost the game. Because he lost the
Thank
game.
you, thank you. That's all we said. He lost the game.
But Lamar fumbled too though.
Bro, and if
Hey,
you
Mook,
drop
what I'm
the game
trying to say
winner
is
and you talk about
messed
something I
up,
did
but it's a
first, we're
team
gonna have a
game.
box.
Are we really more? But listen though, seriously, I want y'all to answer this question seriously. Are we really more critical? Are we really criticizing Mark Andrews more for dropping that pass, or the MVP less for fumbling the ball? Like that's crazy to me.
This all
Lamar
Mark
Jackson is the
Andrews.
guy, bro.
That's all
Lamar
Mark Andrews.
Jackson is the guy.
Let me, Joe.
Mhm.
We're gonna time you out. You time out, Joe, because you don't want to be real. Jake, Jake, I
Like
got a
around the
question for
horn,
you.
Joe, you on mute.
Jake,
You the
I got a
you
question
the
for you,
MVP,
Jake.
bro.
Jake, I got a question for you. The
All right,
wrong
shoot.
one in that miracle play, right? For Minnesota, you know where I'm going. When he didn't catch
Diggs.
that pitch, and that ball went straight through his hand. What ball was that they lost that game? That Minnesota lost.
The Minnesota lost. Minnesota won.
No,
Minnesota won that
Minnesota won
game.
that one. That's the minute
No, I'm
The,
talking about
the
the other.
Saints lost.
the Saints lost. Oh
No,
no. Oh, wait, are you talking about the pass interference?
Oh
no,
yeah,
no.
the
When
PI
Minnesota
call.
lost at the last minute.
Are you talking about the Minneapolis Miracle with Case
So let me
Keenum
read
throwing to
your favor.
Diggs and comes up to try and lay a hit, whiffs, and Diggs walks into the end zone when the
Yeah, Diggs won. Minnesota won
Yeah,
that
Oh,
game.
Minnesota
okay.
won that game.
It was reversed. It was reversed. It was reversed. I was trying to.
It was the Saints' fault they lost that game.
So it was the same fault. I wasn't that safety fault. Who fault was that?
the, the Saints.
No,
the,
that
the
was the right
Saints.
Cause why?
coverage. That was the right coverage.
Cause why you? Cause why you playing man? Why you playing man on Stephon Diggs, who was a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL
It's
in
the
crunch
beginning of
time?
the game. Why aren't you playing three deep?
Why is there no safety back there? That's the Saints' fault.
They
That
only
was
did
the safety.
man under.
That was the safety.
Oh well, he wasn't on that play then, so it's his fault. He went
That's
over the
the
top.
player
He
fault.
went
Right,
deep
right.
half.
So I was gonna say
He
that
went
was the
deep half
safety
for deep third.
because he let him get behind him.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
telling you? So if
Yeah,
I
as a
play
safety, you got
defense,
to be the furthest back.
At the
if
same
I
The
time,
if I
I
game on
play
the
can't
line.
defense,
much on that because when Diggs caught that ball, I was pissed he didn't jump out of bounds. And I was cussing him out until I saw there was nobody behind him. And then I was like, wait, holy fuck,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this question.
Because all the
So
corner,
I'm gonna
I
ask
mean,
you
all
this
the
question.
safety had to do was literally tackle him if he would have been in the right position.
So the safety is Mark Andrews.
So the
And
safety is
we all
Mark
know what the
Andrews.
Vikings would have done if it's a
Wait.
game-winning
The
field goal.
safety, the safety would be Mark Andrews if he gave up that play and then a play before that as well. Then he would be Mark Andrews.
I don't
Look,
remember, but I think they did give up another pass before that. But
And
yeah, I might be wrong.
the thing with
look.
that move, even if Diggs would have caught that and he would have gotten tackled and out of bounds, and the safety did just come up and we still had a chance to kick that field goal, that safety still would have won the game. Looking back in history, when in the playoffs the Vikings ever won a game off a field goal kick, I think we're 0-4.
That's crazy. That's a crazy stat.
Look,
Yeah,
That's
and especially if they was home and they kicking
True,
indoors. Like, why are you
right.
missing that?
No
right?
win. Yes, I'm gonna
I
hit
No
just
you.
want
win,
Joe to know.
Man,
nothing.
they better turn the ACs off next time.
Look, I just want Joe to know that it ain't the team fault. They just like everybody know when Pete Carroll didn't run the ball, it was Pete Carroll's fault. It wasn't the Seattle Seahawks fault. That was Pete
That was Russell
Carroll's fault.
Wilson's fault.
That was the
No,
offensive
that's
coordinator
another
fault.
Vikings issue. That was Bill Musgrave, an offensive coordinator from the Vikings, first year in Seattle, who decided to throw the ball when you have Marshawn Lynch and the ball on the one.
That's your first ballot Hall of Famer fault because he can check out of that and run the ball is what he can do.
Yeah, you're right. But hey, we've seen that Russell Wilson's only a system quarterback. We've seen that now.
Yeah,
So
What?
that Russell Wilson is only a system quarterback.
We Aaron Rodgers is there.
that's a fair statement.
I'm actually not mad at that statement.
Like I said, Aaron Rodgers is overrated as well.
Well,
But I don't think
let's compare the
Rodgers'
two right
troubles are
now.
more
At
so
this
system.
down point in their career, because both of them down, is Aaron Rodgers better than Russell Wilson right now today?
No.
Yeah,
You said no.
I
Russell
think.
Wilson is better than Aaron Rodgers. He's been in his career. He got 2 Super Bowl appearances. Everybody know he outplayed.
About right now.
Hey, today.
Yeah, I'm
No,
talking
no,
about right
he
now.
said today. He said today,
Yeah,
today.
2025.
right now, today. They both we've seen them both in the same system. Well, I'm asking because we've seen them both in the same system. They both have declined. Like I think Aaron Rodgers is better than Russell Wilson right now. And the only reason I'm making that point is to Jake's point. Russell Wilson might be a system quarterback, whereas
I
Aaron
think
Rodgers
Russ
is
is.
for sure not. Yeah,
I,
he
I think
might be.
I think
But
Aaron
also, there's
Rodgers.
nothing wrong with being a system quarterback as long as you do a great job in that system.
Uh, Peyton was a system quarterback. His system traveled with him to Denver. They changed everything when he got there.
I can tell you one
Like,
quarterback. I can tell you one quarterback that ain't a system quarterback.
you better
Oh,
not say Jalen Hurts right now. I know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Jalen Hurts ain't a system
Move,
quarterback.
move,
He
Okay,
is a
okay,
move,
system.
okay. Hold on, hold on,
move,
hold on, hold on.
move.
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure you got
No,
like
you gotta stop jumping in,
Philadelphia
Josh.
Eagles
Josh,
calendar
no,
in
no,
your
no,
Josh,
freaking
you gotta
room
stop
over your
saving
head.
Mook, Josh. You be saving Mook, bro.
no,
That
no, no.
man
I
played
got
the
you. I got
second
you. I got you.
half,
No, no, no. I got you. I
bro.
got you. Since he brought up Jalen Hurts, let's switch over to Philly real quick. Philly, they're looking
Bro,
good. Philly's looking good right now as a team. They're undefeated. However, AJ Brown's not happy. The week before last, he had a big game. Last week, he didn't have a game worth mentioning at all. What y'all think about Philly? I know
bro.
wide receivers still popping off.
Jalen Hurts played the second half of an NFL football game and did not complete a pass, bro. And we sitting here talking about he's better than Joe Burrow. Joe
Man,
Burrow would
he's good
never, bro.
butt touch to put him in the end zone, man.
Joe Burrow would never, bro. That man didn't complete a pass the second half of the game. How hard is it?
He
How hard is
didn't
it to
take
throw
Browning
AJ
for his
Brown the
name.
ball?
Josh,
How hard is it to throw AJ Brown the ball?
Josh,
Any one of us could complete a pass to AJ Brown, bro.
JB,
What's up, bro?
you
What's up?
me and lie, we been lying. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah. Okay.
Look up a stat.
He was 0 for 12
Look
Sunday.
up a stat. Hey, yo, you ain't time out.
You, man, you got to stop putting Big Joe in timeout. He's going to take that out on you on this Saturday.
Go in
I'm
time out.
good. I'll sit in
Look,
timeout.
let me cook. Look up a stat.
Go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
look up, Josh, I want you to look up. I want y'all to look up too. How many quarterbacks with 5+ passing touchdowns in the NFL right now? They don't got no interceptions. And the touchdown to interception ratio. Who got the best touchdown to the interception ratio in the NFL?
Hey, that's because you got to, throw the ball.
Yeah, I ain't wasting my data on that. He ain't throwing the ball.
Then how many of these quarterbacks are undefeated?
Barkley helps a lot.
Mac
Barkley,
Jones,
Barkley has not had a good
Mac
season.
Jones undefeated right now.
Barkley has not had a good season this year. Barkley haven't ran for 100 yards in a game yet. Come on with
He
a
He
number.
resting. He pacing himself. We know that man is still him.
No. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because you said he couldn't throw the ball. All he did last week before that, against the Rams, who y'all golden child, Matthew Stafford, walked his tail down. He walked his tail down. Easy.
Bro, they blocked the
Easy work.
field goal and won that game. What are you talking? They blocked the field goal. Jordan Davis won that game for them.
So, okay. So they were down 26-6. That ain't number 6 points, Joe.
So now all of a sudden, Jordan Davis one play doesn't matter, but Mark Andrews one play matters. That's crazy, bro. See what
I
I'm
knew it was
saying?
coming.
You see
Joe,
what I'm saying?
No,
You
I know
understand
you
where I'm
said
coming
no.
It
from
depends
now?
on
I
his
know you said
narrative,
no.
Joe. Damn.
All of a sudden,
I
one
know you
play
said
doesn't
that.
matter now. Now we got to talk about what happened before the one play. But before
Now
the
there's
one play,
context.
Joe, what I'm saying,
I
Joe,
mean,
what I'm
the
saying,
context of that
based off,
is
based
Jalen
off,
ushered in a comeback and Jordan finished it off. Salute.
I can't
Joe,
believe y'all doing this.
Joe,
I
this
see
is
what
what
y'all
I'm
Salute.
doing.
saying. Based off what, based off what y'all say about Jalen Hurts, that shouldn't even been a field goal game. That shouldn't even been in question.
Like, I don't even like having this conversation because it look like I'm dumping on Jalen Hurts, and I love Jalen Hurts. I love everything he
You don't love
stands
Jalen
for.
Hurts. You don't
Yes,
love
I
I
Jalen
do.
love
You
Hurts.
crazy as hell. You crazy.
Hurts
I
and
love
goes
Jalen
deep, and
Hurts.
there's
I
no
just don't
tush
think he's
push.
better than Joe Burrow.
What?
I love Jalen Hurts persona.
What? In
I
what
think Jalen Hurts.
category?
I think Jalen Hurts got one of the best NFL stories like ever, bro. Honestly, like that man got replaced in college, got ran out of Bama, persevered through all that. We know he a dog physically. Like he probably the strongest person pound for pound on that team, and that
Yeah.
means a lot on that team because they got some dogs on that team. That man, he do whatever he need to do to try to win the game. But if we talking about from a skill set perspective, brother. He not better than Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's never gonna go the whole half of a game and not complete a pass.
What
With
Hey,
skill
AJ
set?
Brown,
What skill set do we have? What skill set does he have that Jalen Hurts don't?
the
throwing
one
the
that made him throw 5,000 yards, that one? I don't know. Let's start there. How about
Okay,
that?
okay, look.
Oh,
Mook,
hold on,
Hey,
Josh.
Sincerely,
hold on,
Hold on,
hold
Josh.
on.
hold on.
I have
Josh,
one
Mook,
thing to
Josh.
say
Mook,
here.
Hold on,
sincerely.
Josh. Hold on, Josh.
If,
Let me get him. Let me get
go
him.
ahead, bro. Go
Jalen
ahead, bro.
Hurts, the reason why he didn't throw for 5,000 yards because he got a competent coach that don't put him in the shotgun 90% of the snap. That's why he can't stay on the freaking field.
So do you think if Jalen Hurts was
Cincinnati,
capable of being in the shotgun and throwing for 5,000 yards that his coach wouldn't allow? You think Sirianni wouldn't allow? You think Sirianni wouldn't do that if Jalen Hurts could?
No, because Sirianni is a winner. He make winning plays. He call winning plays. Everybody knows you can't win on a consistent level throwing the ball. You got to have some type of balance.
I'm going back to timeout.
Go back to time. You
Okay,
got
all
to
right.
have
I
I
some.
want to.
will say
Hey,
this. I will say
hey,
this.
Mook. Here's my argument.
If we're just talking
Hear me
throwing,
out.
Joe Burrow is a better thrower of the football.
A
Okay,
better
hear me
quarterback.
out.
That's the primary function of a quarterback is to throw the ball. Go ahead, Jay.
He is a better thrower,
That's kind of my point. But here,
the winning intangibles, I'll give that to Jalen Hurts.
But you can't just give it to one person if it's a team game. But I digress. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jake.
but here's the thing. One part of that is going to be coaching and like winning atmosphere that the coaches and the coaching staff build and all that. It's not all on Jalen Hurts. So my argument is if you took Jalen Hurts, you pluck him out of there, you stick him on a Cincinnati team with no freaking defense and no offensive line, and then you take Joe Burrow and you stick him behind that all-pro offensive line for years. For the whole time Jalen Hurts has been there, it's been an A-plus offensive line. You put Burrow back there and have him pick apart the defense with the amount of time Jalen Hurts has back there, who do you think's going to do better in winning the game? And Joe Burrow's won the game even when his defense does their best job to lose it. Where Jalen Hurts has complementary football, where he has a defense that is going to help him stay in a game if he has a 3-and-out or they miss on a drive or somebody fumbles. Where Cincinnati, it's an automatic field goal for one, if not a touchdown.
Yeah.
You had the Vikings do what they did against Cincinnati's defense with just Jordan Mason.
Yeah. Facts. I think Philly has invested way more in building a team than Cincinnati had. That ain't even an argument.
Way better team.
That ain't even an argument, bro. They got DBs. Like they could not put Cooper DeJean out there and they secondary is still better than Cincinnati secondary without Cooper
Mhm.
DeJean.
They
They didn't even
let
play Nolan
Gardner
Smith
and
for a
Slay
whole
go.
year.
Yeah, they let
Bro,
Slay.
Yeah.
they got King, they got Mitchell, they got DeJean, they still got dogs, bro. Like that team is
Yeah,
loaded, bro. Like
Done
that's a loaded team, bro.
drafting and building that team minus Jalen Rager and passing on Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say this.
yeah.
I'm gonna just say this right here. Jalen Hurts first year, That team was a disaster under Carson Wentz before he
That's
went down,
true.
Mhm.
right? Jalen Hurts took that team over. His first year, he didn't have a number one. His first year was his number one. And he led the league in drop passes that year. They didn't have a great defense. He only took
That's
them to the
facts.
playoffs, and he lost to the greatest of all time in Peyton and Tom Brady. Who else lost to Tom Brady that year in the playoffs? Everybody, because he won the Super Bowl that year. But
That's facts.
in his
That's
worst year, he made the playoffs. So I hate when people do this. Man, if my daddy was a millionaire, you think you think I would be? No, I would be probably a millionaire. So we always like to do this. Or if you take Jalen Hurts, you put him in this system. No, if you take Jalen Hurts and you put him with the Bengals, that would probably be a winning franchise right now. Because all
I'm
Jalen Hurts do, Jalen
not
Hurts do,
believing that one.
you know
no,
what,
they
you
don't.
know what, you know what flex
I was
Jalen
with
Hurts
I was
do?
with you till you said that.
They
Check
don't
this
have
out though.
Everything you said was true until you said that.
Check this out.
yeah.
This is why I said that, right?
And Carson Wentz is worse than both of them.
But
Like
okay,
100%.
Carson Wentz
100%.
no,
is
check,
way
Hey, man,
worse than
why you
Jalen
picking
Hurts.
on
Jalen
that?
Hurts was an
Come on.
upgrade from Carson Wentz.
check this out though. Check this out. I'm gonna say this one thing. You know what the biggest flex? You know what the biggest flex Jalen Hurts had?
His
Jalen
butt.
Hurts can literally say, "Come be my offensive coordinator. I make head coaches. How many head coaches he gonna make?
Who you talking about, Jalen Hurts?
He
Yeah.
don't do nothing but make head coaches. Every offensive coordinator he got is a head coach. I said, hey, if
And Hurts didn't make them that. They don't just hire people because they did good because of a quarterback. They look schematically. You think that they're that dumb?
Some
You
of
don't
them
think
dudes was
more
head
I
coaches
can
before
tell
they
you
was
this.
intelligence
the
that goes
coordinator
into
too.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this. What's his name? What's the head coach of the Saints, right? What's his name?
of
Give me
who?
his name. His name
The
skipping me.
Saints.
The head coach of the Saints. He was Jalen Hurts coordinator
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year, right? What?
Oh, is it
Thursday.
Arthur Smith?
His name is
No,
skipping me.
Arthur Smith is our offensive coordinator.
No, it's
Kellen Moore.
I know who
Kellen
it
Moore.
is, but his name is skipping me, right?
Yeah,
Kellen
yeah, yeah.
Moore. It's Kellen Moore.
Kellen
Okay.
Kellen
Moore.
Moore,
That's
right?
yeah.
Kellen Moore didn't get a job after he coached
Dak.
boy from the Chargers, Herbert.
That's because he sucked.
He didn't get a job. He didn't get a
He
job.
didn't. His,
He didn't
his
he didn't
scheme
get a
did not
job.
fit the
Huh?
players. So Kellen
I
Moore's
tell you
scheme
what.
did not fit the players.
I tell
And
you
so
what, Joe.
therefore
Yeah.
what a good fit does not necessarily mean he's not a good
I
coach.
tell you what,
And
Joe.
the, and the NFL is a meritocracy, bro. You win and people reward you. Like Joe Flacco was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL at one point, for just because he won a Super Bowl. Like let that
That's
sink
crazy
in,
work.
bro. It's not necessarily because you earn it. It's because hey, you come to the table with something. Like when Kellen Moore applied for head coaching jobs,
It says
he
Super
was
Bowl.
like, it said Super Bowl champion on it,
His
bro. Like,
resume
and
says Super Bowl.
his
Quarterback
resume is
MVP.
going, yeah,
Go
right.
ahead.
That's
Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's
Go ahead.
Mook.
Downplay.
If we
Downplay Jalen
listen,
Hurts. But
I'm not
When
downplaying
Patulo,
him.
when Patulo
I'm
get a
not
head coaching
downplaying
job,
him.
Great.
I'm
when
not
Patulo,
downplaying him. He top 10 in the league. I'm not downplaying him.
okay,
I'm just not putting him over Joe
why
Burrow.
why Eric Bieniemy? Why Eric Bieniemy
Who?
didn't get the job then?
Man, I don't know. Eric Bieniemy wasn't calling plays either, but I don't know. I don't know why he didn't get a job.
Thank you. Because Jalen Hurts make you look bigger than what you really are. What's Shane Steichen doing in Indianapolis? Now,
That
Bro,
coach also had
they get
off the field issues that year when they were looking at hiring him for a head coach.
yeah, they also got offensive coordinators that got head coaching jobs that didn't win the Super Bowl last year. Ben Johnson got the Bears job and he didn't win the Super Bowl.
Ben Johnson the truth though.
Aaron Glenn got the Jets job. So now we gonna say that Jared Goff made two head coaches?
Hell yeah.
Like,
Listen,
come on. Like what we get that's
I'm not gonna lie.
with
That's
you,
crazy.
bro. Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you. I
this is what
understand where
I'm
you're
gonna say
coming from.
about that. This is
I
what I'm gonna
understand
say
the
about
place that
that.
you're coming
Hey,
from.
hey, make
This
your
is
last
what I'm gonna
points
say
so we can
about
move
that.
on.
That Dan Campbell got them that job.
Okay, so now we're gonna
But,
take it away
but
from the
this
quarterback.
is why. But this is why I say. This is why I say. This is why I say it's Jalen Hurts getting them that job. Because everybody, as great as the accomplishment as my guy being for the Eagles, the head coach, right? Nick Sirianni. He's a winner, right? But everybody know
I like Sirianni.
he can be real immature to be a head coach. He's real emotional. Who's the
For
common
sure.
thread? Who's the one working directly with these offensive coordinators saying, hey, I like this, I don't like that. That right there. It's Jalen.
You think Jalen Hurts got input other than the tush push?
You trying to don't diminish my guy like that. Don't move him down to no tush push.
No,
That
I
man
think
ain't
he
got no
does.
input.
Only
No,
That
no,
input
man
I
ain't
think
got
Jalen
no
Hurts has.
input.
Hurts
I
does.
don't want him
Only
trusting
because
my butt.
If
He
he
you
not
does
know
for
what
his
he does
dad,
in
who
the locker room.
if you was a
his
beat
dad's a
writer, if
coach.
you was
His
a beat
dad's a
writer
coach.
for
Jalen
his
Hurts'
dad is a
dad's a
coach.
coach.
His dad's a
So
hell of a
yeah,
coach, and
so he's been
Jalen
around
Hurts
it
got
his
a
whole
high
entire
football
life.
IQ.
Yeah, he knows what to look for. So I would say he probably does. All right, come on,
Let me
let's
say this
go.
before we let me say this
All
real
right, go
quick
ahead, go
before
ahead.
we switch, and I won't say nothing else.
Mook,
If you was
last
to make
thing.
that, if you
Go
was a
ahead.
Philadelphia Eagles beat writer and you just said what you said right now, AJ Brown will punch Jalen Hurts in the face. Cause you telling me that you got input on the offense and you still can't get me the ball? Brother, that's a bold statement. That man ain't got
Hey,
input in that offense.
hey,
Not like that.
sometimes it's like, do you want to
Not
win
like
or
AJ
that.
Brown just
are you here to win or
trying
are
to
you
get
here to
the
get
ball.
stats? Hey, are you here to win or are you here to get stats? That's what it'll come down to. All right, so
Facts.
let's look at this week coming up. All right, so here's what we do. We pick 5 games for the week. We say who we have going. Right, Jake, you and Joe represent the field. I have my picks. Mook has his picks. Right now it's 6, 6, 6, and 4. So y'all gotta represent for everybody coming behind y'all. All right, so Joe, I'll start with you on this one. Houston versus Baltimore. Who you got winning this game?
I got Houston. I got Houston by at least 10.
Okay. Last week was a
Yeah.
confidence builder. Then I like that.
Yeah, I think that defense gonna crowd Cooper Rush. I think Derrick Henry put the ball on the ground again one more time. Yeah, I don't know I don't even know who they out on defense. Like I don't know what they missing, but yeah, that defense be swarming people, bro. Houston
No
defense
facts.
is right where it need to be right now. Cooper
hundred
Rush, that's
percent.
too much for him.
They've given up the least
Yeah.
amount of points. Mook, who you got on this game?
Tell you what, you got, if you got CJ on your team, start him this year. Start him right now. And you got him on your fantasy. Because that defense can't stop nobody. I can go out there and look good against them, boy. That defense look worse
All
than
right,
the Bengals did last year.
I'm with you, bro. So we all going H Town with this one. All right, Jake, Denver versus Philly. Who you got?
Mm,
It's a better matchup.
mm.
I think Philly, for the reasons that we talked about, they have a better coaching staff. That when it comes down to it, it's gonna be a close game. I think Philly pulls it out because they know how to win.
Bet that. Okay. Mook, what's up? What you got, bro?
And I got Philly. Because of Jalen Hurts,
We knew that.
he gonna have 100. He gonna have 100 quarterback rating, over 100 quarterback rating, and he
He
probably
gonna
gonna throw
throw
for like
two passes.
two
He gonna
touchdown passes.
plus.
He gonna throw for like 250 plus yards too.
Did
Oh,
you
I
just
wish
say
I
throw for a passing touchdown?
He gonna throw for
You
two
no
He's
touchdowns.
gonna
no.
have like four
He's
rushing touchdowns, 1 yard
yeah.
rush.
All right, so
Yeah, he
hey,
gonna have
y'all put that in your notes. Mook said 250 yards, 2 touchdowns in through the air, not on the ground, through the
Through
on
the
air.
air.
Certain. On Pat Certain.
That hey, he said
Yeah,
it with his chest.
that,
Oh,
that they gonna run the shit
oh,
out of the ball.
I'm calling it
I
right
got Philly
now.
too, by the
They
way, but
go
I don't have that stat line.
listen. I'm calling it right now. AJ Brown is gonna beat Certain over the top, and he gonna get man coverage. That's why Jalen Hurts gonna shoot.
He better, because if AJ Brown don't, then I mean he's bound, New York bound. They ain't need him.
AJ Brown gonna be on the sideline reading books again because he's frustrated, bro. He ain't burning Pat
Well,
Yeah,
Certain,
let me
bro.
he's
write a
gonna be
book real quick and
frustrated,
send it to
crying.
AJ Brown if you do that. Because the book he read, that dude went up to the #1 seller after that.
I'm
All
telling
right,
you what.
so all
I'm
right,
telling you
Tampa
right
Bay
now. I'm
versus
saying it right now. Write this down, JB. If Patrick Surtain line up 1-on-1 against AJ Brown, they beat him over top. I'm calling it right now.
I got you,
Touchdown,
bro. I made
AJ
a
Brown.
note of it. We're gonna follow up in the stats. All right, so we got Tampa Bay versus Seattle. Joe, what you got?
I got Tampa. It's gonna be a close game to the fourth quarter. Donald and Baker, I think, gonna light it up. But Baker got that dog in him in the fourth, bro. Like that man do
No,
not.
he does.
He do not. Yeah, that's actually a good matchup because I like Ibuka and JSN. I
Oh
think might
yeah,
end up being the next Jettas and Chase. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I think they got that kind of that energy. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be they gonna like that's gonna be a light show. They probably gonna start off slow, but that fourth quarter, yeah, and with them two veteran quarterbacks, but I got Baker pulling it out at the end though. Seattle don't know how to close the game. They can't do it.
Are you
bet.
taking into the fact that Bucky's probably not playing into that though?
That who?
That Bucky Irving's probably not playing in that game.
Yeah, yeah, he probably not gonna play. But I mean,
You still
the
got
thing is, I still got Tampa. I
okay.
still got Tampa.
Please
I
play
like
Bucky.
Baker. I like Baker. I like Baker.
Bucky play. He on my fantasy.
You better get Rashawn White.
Low key.
Might be late for now, guys.
All right, Mook, who you got, bro?
Hey, I'm going with Bucks, and it ain't even close. Donald cannot handle that pressure that Bowles throw out. He bring too many blitzes. It ain't gonna even be close. I got the Bucks by 14.
Ooh,
That's a lot.
ugly loss.
I got Tampa
Might
Bay,
get
not
somebody
by that.
fired.
Yeah. I got Tampa Bay winning because they're in Washington for this game. I got Tampa Bay winning, but I think it's gonna be like 3-4 point game. That's two touchdowns. That's crazy. Okay, Washington and the Chargers. Daniels is gonna be back for this one. Jake, who you got?
Is McLaurin back?
I think so. I think he's playing in this one too.
That makes. I think I still got to go with the Chargers by 3.
Okay.
One, he's just coming back off injury, so a little bit of rust. He still ain't got the timing down with McLaurin, and their running backs are rough in Washington.
Yeah. Okay. Mook, who you got, bro?
I'm gonna go with Washington in a nail biter.
You know what?
In a nail biter. Probably win by like 1 or 2 points at the end of the game. Nail biter.
I'm going Washington too. I think Daniels will pull it out. Plus, Washington needs to get this win. The NFC is going to be hard enough without you giving up games. So I think they'll find a way to pull this one out. Okay, so this last game we'll all go on this one. KC versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville is 3-1 for some reason. I don't know. It doesn't feel right in my spirit. But who you got, Joe?
I got Jacksonville at home Monday night. Yeah, I'm taking the upset. I think Jacksonville pull it out, man. I think Trep. You know, my thing is that dude Tootin, that running back.
Yeah.
That man find the end zone a lot. I don't know what that man finds the end zone a lot. I think them being able to run the ball. I also think like Kansas City coming out of that Baltimore game with a little bit of false hope. Like they probably too high. You know what I mean? I think they probably feel like, man, we just locked down Derrick Henry and we knocked Lamar Jackson out the game. And I don't know if they really locked in like that. We'll see. But I ain't out on Trevor Lawrence yet. I think Trevor Lawrence still is a generational talent. I think he in a bad situation. So
Yeah,
this will
I
give
see
him
the
an
way
opportunity.
the
This will be an opportunity for him to duel it out with the best in the game. So we'll see. It's gonna be close, but I'm taking Jacksonville.
Can I say
Okay.
something here?
Yeah, what's up? Who you got?
Just as bad as the Jaguars' wins have looked, other than that Ravens game where Lamar got knocked out and the defense, Kansas City's wins have not looked any better.
Yeah. It's something up with
They're
Kansas
off
City, I think.
garbage. And I don't expect with a good defense for it to look like it did. And I think they think that Worthy is going to do more than for that offense than what he will. I don't think that offense is high powered at all until they're fully healthy with Rice back and everything too.
You think Rice back after this game, right? Is it this game?
Uh,
He's back?
5, right? So he's
Yeah.
not 7. He's
Yeah.
got game suspension.
I think Travis Hunter just crazy enough to lock Worthy too.
Nah,
I think
absolutely
he
not.
just crazy.
Absolutely
I
not.
think he just crazy enough to do
Have
it.
to be together,
He'll give it the old
both of them.
college try, but nah. Nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Where
be
these
surprised.
schools
I wouldn't
do.
be surprised if Trav. I wouldn't be surprised if Travis Hunter play up for this game. I don't know. I don't even like Travis Hunter like that. I just think this the kind of game like he a kid. He playing Pat Mahomes on Monday night as an NFL rookie. Like this is like that game when like Paul George played against Kobe for the first time, or Iverson played against Jordan for the first time. Like
Yeah.
this is like that for him. Yeah, I think he gonna make some stupid play happen. We gonna be like, damn, y'all seen Travis Hunter? But it's gonna be like, bro, what was he doing? But he gonna make something happen. I feel like, but.
Mm.
That's a reach, but I think
Okay. Mook, who you got, bro?
31-17, Kansas City.
mm,
Okay.
blowout. Mook taking
So
all blowouts this week. Everybody getting blowed out,
y'all let it fire under my boy. All right. So I got KC winning this one too. I think that the reverse of what you guys said. I think it's going to be last week's win and the week before they beat the Giants. I feel like they're just building on momentum right now. At the end of the day, they're still a Super Bowl team. They've gone 3 times in a row. The only thing that I continue to say about KC though is I think for them they'll make the playoffs. But I think the worst thing that they could possibly do is go back to the Super Bowl this year. Because if they go back to the Super Bowl this year, that team's not going to be inclined to give Patrick Mahomes any more help on offense. They're going to be like, hey, just give him some guys. He'll figure it out. And then he's just going to be stuck out there in the best years of his career, like for real, going into his prime mentally and physically with subpar wide receivers and Travis Kelce, who's obviously closer to retirement than he is to his prime. So that's that. But I think they'll win this game, though.
You think Rashee
My
Rice is
future's
subpar?
hot take. My future's hot take is that Pat Mahomes ends up a Dallas Cowboy at some point.
Like,
Oh,
while
I
he's still
hate this.
Patrick Mahomes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Okay.
if what you just said
You
happens, he
think like
forces his way
Teddy?
out of Kansas City. I don't know
Okay.
how many years he got left on his deal. I don't know how many years he got left on his deal, but at some point he forces their hand to get him out of there. Because, like, I agree with you. I think whether they go to the Super Bowl or not, they don't try to bring anything in to help him. So I think
Yeah.
he leaves.
Especially when
Yeah,
Andrew retires too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think he gone.
I can see that.
Going to
I can
your
see that.
point, Mook, do you think Rashee Rice is a
Bro, I'm on.
wide receiver?
You said what?
Mook was saying like subpar wide receivers. Do you think Rashee Rice is a subpar wide receiver?
He's a good wide receiver. He's cool.
I don't think he's subpar. I think for what they
I
do,
don't think
and
I think he's just good though.
I think
I
for
don't
what
like.
they do, and how they utilize him, he's very important. And you're gonna see when he comes back and get healthy, that team is gonna take out. Um, one
I think
thing,
Rashee Rice is more than just average. I think he is a tier underneath the top of the wide receivers of Justin Jefferson's, Jamar Chase's.
Who do you
They're
have
the
him in?
top
What group do you have him in?
tier.
What wide receiver group do you have him in?
So you got Neighbors, you got Jefferson, you got Jamar Chase, you got. I was before the year started, I'd say BTJ, but not anymore. I
Mm.
would have him up there with AJ.
hold on now, hold on.
Off of what? So you
You
have him in
tripping?
front of
when
Puka?
when he's healthy and not suspended, his numbers and the fact that he knows exactly where the open spots are in the zone, and his route running is good enough to get himself open, and his hands are reliable, just like Adam Thielen's. And so if you hit him at the top of his route, because he ain't got the top speed of some of these wide receivers,
Right.
but when you have precision route running at the top of the route, as soon as you make that cut and the timing and the
Jay,
talent that has, you hit him, he's open every time.
Jay, you tripping,
You
bro?
just got Julian
All
Edelman.
respect, all due respect, Jay. You said you got him up there with AJ. I got AJ Brown up there with
AJ Brown got
Jamar
suspect.
Chase Jefferson.
I don't have him
AJ
that high.
Brown is up there with those guys. So you telling
No,
me
he's
you got
not.
a receiver
No,
right?
he's not. They would use him. They would use him then.
They're all about
I don't
scheming
have
and
him that
simple.
high. I
That's
don't care
scheming
what
and
system
simple.
he
AJ
is.
Brown
I
has
don't have him
never
that
been
high.
a Jefferson or a Smart. Not
Yeah, I
I
don't
before
got
have
he
him
him
went
that
to
that
high.
the
high.
Eagles.
I got AJ Brown that high.
I think AJ Brown
AJ
is
Brown,
closer to DK Metcalf than he is to Justin Jefferson.
You crazy.
I agree.
All
A
y'all
freak
crazy.
athlete. Once he has the ball, he can do some crazy Derrick Henry crap with it.
Let me tell you
But
why.
his
Let me
hands
tell
are
you
not
why.
reliable. He's not a clutch wide receiver.
Let me tell you why. AJ Brown, they just line him up. They don't do all the gimmick. They don't have him in motion and moving him all over the place. He lined up. They say, "Go beat your man." That's what he do.
They do the
Yeah, and
same
if
with
you have a
DK.
star player on your team that is your player, you would scheme him open. That should tell you that they don't see him as a star player that they scheme open. Their star players, their quarterback and their running back. Devontae Smith is every bit. Devontae Smith is a better route runner and better hands than AJ Brown right now.
I can't say that.
I, go look up the
AJ then, Mook.
Huh?
Where you got him at? Like on the list, where you got him at?
He top 3.
You got him at 3.
Yeah.
So you saying he better than everybody except Chase and Jetters? I'm assuming, right?
Yes. Yes. I got him top 3.
Puka's better than him.
Yep.
Puka's in a
Puka's
system
better than him.
where Puka's Edelman. He's Amendola. He's Wes
No.
Welker.
No.
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 Puka is not even
Absolutely
Cooper
not.
Cup. He's not even Cooper Cup in his prime.
Bro, you out for that.
I don't know about that one, dog.
Just
Yeah,
as
I don't
much
know
as
about
Cooper
that one.
Kupp. Right.
you out. You out.
This year, he's just as much as Cooper Kupp when he won the Triple Crown. He's doing
Look,
the same type of things.
I like Puka, but he ain't in that top tier.
I
You
doubted
are
Puka at the beginning
So
of
you got
you're
AJ. So you got AJ over healthy CD and Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got him over both of them
Yes,
I
over
have him
healthy CD.
all of
yes.
and neighbors.
You got him over
I'm
Malik
telling you
Neighbors
this.
too.
I'm telling you this. If you put AJ Brown in those systems, he's way more dominant.
Well, we just tried to tell you that about Joe Burrow, and you said that don't matter.
And it doesn't fit his narrative, Joe.
Look, 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 look. Like I say, how your boy Tomlinson say? He said, "I don't treat everybody the same, but I treat everybody fair." That's the same way
Malik
this goes.
Malik
It ain't
Neighbors as a rookie had a very he had an amazing season with Daniel Jones as a quarterback, and you telling me that Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown can't outdo that, and AJ Brown is better than Malik Neighbors? I don't know if
if
I'm
they
buying that
had
one.
to. If they had to, you look at 2022, right? For one thing, bro. For one thing, it's hard. It's hard to have a high-powered offense when you playing with a different offensive coordinator every year. So you start the year off behind. All of these players you talking about being in the same system, the same
You talking about AJ
offensive
Brown
coordinator,
having a different offensive coordinator?
huh?
you
You talking
talking
about
about
AJ
Jalen
Brown having
Hurts.
a different offensive coordinator?
They had a different offensive coordinator for the past 3-4 years.
Yeah, but you said them dudes was head coaches, so the transition
But
shouldn't be that big of
Man,
a
it's
they
still
deal.
all
though.
have coordinators.
It's not like they was bad offensive coordinators. They was good offensive coordinators
This is
though.
this is what I'm
Picking
saying
up where
though.
the
Because in
last guy
New
left
York,
off.
there's not a damn good offensive coordinator.
This is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. With the year that he was in the same system, the same coordinator, 2022, that was the only year that he had the same offensive coordinator. He finished second in MVP voting. All pro. He threw for over 4,000 yards.
We
AJ
talking about
Brown lit
Jalen.
the thing up. Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts
we talk. Yeah,
in
We're
2022.
talking about AJ Brown. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back to
AJ
yeah.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown had like 16 passing touchdowns that year in 2022 when they met the Kansas City Chiefs. That was the
One,
only year. That was the only year since Jalen Hurts been in the NFL that he had a repeat offensive coordinator. Shane Steichen. was
Want to know
2
why?
times the offensive coordinator. He had a back-to-back offensive coordinator. Since then,
He had
every
11
year,
touchdowns. I knew that 16 was wild. He had 11.
how many days?
11.
Hey, Mook, 11.
11. That's
Mook,
just like
the
16.
reason why
That ain't
Billy,
nothing like 16.
it had to throw. He had Jalen Hurts throwing him the ball, not Tommy DeVito for half the year and Daniel Jones for the other half.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying, this is what I'm saying.
How
Is
are you arguing that?
no, this is what I'm telling you right here. I'm saying all the receivers that you got above Jalen, above AJ Brown, and the quarterbacks y'all got above Jalen Hurts. They've been in that system for the last 2 to 3 years. They know the system inside out. Jalen Hurts is learning a new system every year, and you expect him to
Jeff
come back on
That's
the
had
same
not that's not
page.
true. That's not true though. Because if I wanted to move the goalposts, I could say Scary Terry better than AJ Brown, and he had a different offensive coordinator every year.
No, he didn't. He had a different quarterback. Same system.
Bro, he had your boy, was it Kingsbury and Bieniemy, didn't he? Or no, am
they
I tripping?
had coaches almost
No,
every.
Yeah,
How
right.
can they
This
didn't have
first
this?
year was last year.
Right. And then the year before that, it was somebody else. And
No,
They had
Scary
the
Terry had,
Carolina's
it
old
was
head coach.
Rivera. Rivera was there for the last 4, 5 years.
nah, Rivera been gone. I'm talking
Rivera
about
just
coordinator. I'm talking about coordinator. You talking about head coach now.
no. I'm talking about Rivera had the same offensive coordinator for the past couple years. Scary
I don't
Terry
think
was showing
so.
out.
I might be wrong, but I don't think so.
I'm telling
I think
you,
they
all
had different
these,
OCs.
let's name the quarterback. Joe Burrow. He's pretty much had the same coordinator. Josh Allen pretty much had the same coordinator. Lamar, he changed up to Todd Money. He took off. I can't say him. But yeah, all the other guys, same coordinator, same system. Of course. And then Burrow dropping back 90% of the time with the shotgun. You should go for 1,500, 5,000 yards.
I'm trying to get the AJ Brown at number
Yeah,
three.
please.
That's where
Please.
that's where you losing that's where
AJ
you
Brown
losing
is who
me
we're
right now.
talking
This
about.
is been
Bro,
avoiding.
in conclusion, he's
Been
not
avoiding
better
the real
than the
conversation.
Kyler name. He's not. He's had the same quarterback for all of this. I don't care about none of this offensive coordinator stuff right now. That
Yeah,
doesn't
I
even
think I'm with
matter in
Josh.
this.
I'll give you like DK. I'll give you like DK, Nico, like that tier of
Yeah,
people,
that's
but I don't
exactly. You
and
say he's with them, I have
I
nothing to
don't
say. You got it, bro. But you put him
yeah,
up there,
you
you
got
say
it.
he's right
But
by. No,
He
that's
also,
crazy.
he
He's
also,
he's done nothing to make
he,
you believe he is.
bro, he also has Devontae Smith on the other side, and he has Saquon Barkley. So of course he's not going to get the same target as those
but
guys.
Jamar got T. Higgins on the other side. Well, you're not arguing that he's
Jefferson
not better
has
than Jamar.
Addison.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra has Wilson.
I'll say
Right.
Williams.
Houston had Cooper Cup on the
Amara
other
got
side.
Williams. Right. Like, they all got a compliment.
Like,
Everybody got a compliment.
Man, come
yeah,
on now. Let's talk about Williams. Williams is a one-trick pony. He's just a deep threat.
And that's fine. That's
He's
how
Williams,
still
Devontae
giving away
is.
X
That's
amount
how
of yards and a
Devontae is.
touchdown to be had.
Devontae Smith is just a threat. You
Bro,
tripping.
you got
I'm
Amara, you
not
got
arguing
Amara.
Williams is a top wide receiver.
No,
Don't
for sure
mishandle
not. For
what I'm
sure
saying.
not. Yeah. But you
Okay,
got Laporta working the middle of the field, and you got Amon Brown just everywhere.
and they use both
Somebody
running
gotta
backs.
go deep. Right. And they use both running backs in the passing game. Somebody gotta
everybody's
go
doing
deep, bro. You
slants.
can't just
I'm saying this. I'm saying this
Slam
about
for
Amon-Ra
everybody.
St. Brown.
Just for everybody.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is a good receiver. I'm not disrespecting him, but he's
No,
schemed
great
open.
receiver.
He's schemed open. He ain't lined up and just doing it. He's schemed open. We see him running in the backfield. We
You
see
want
him
to know
all
why
over.
he's schemed open? Because he's got the lesser of the second wide receiver out of all those guys.
Yeah.
Like you said, Williams, one trick pony. Who the hell are they going to shade the safety to? Who are they going
Right.
to chip at the line and then have another corner to pick him up?
This is what I'm telling you.
I was gonna
The
say
only
you
other
don't
person
even
that would have
guard.
less is CD Lamb.
Yeah, you don't
How
even
many times?
guard Philly like you would guard other teams.
I'm
Because
gonna say
Philly, you
this.
have to play more
How many
honest.
times do
You
you
got
see
Jalen
AJ
who can
Brown in
run.
motion?
You got Saquon who can run and catch. You got Smith who can run. Who can catch, and you can send him on sweeps. And then AJ can run whatever route that he has going on. So it's easier to get like off on that one because everybody can
How
do
many times
multiple
do you
things.
see? How many times do you see AJ Brown in motion?
What does motion have to do with his ability to be better than somebody though?
Hey,
Because
hey,
he just lined it up and beat you up. You know what they say? He take AJ, line up, beat your receiver, we're gonna throw you the ball. They ain't doing nothing special
he
with
don't
AJ
beat the
Brown.
receiver. He does not beat the
Yeah.
receiver. That's what I'm saying. His route running is trash. Him and Nico get open by boxing their player out like basketball and big
Physicality.
bodying. That's
Oh
how
my
they do
Physicality.
it. Or
They're more
mocking.
physical.
Yet
Yep.
it's the same thing as Metcalf. To JB's point, it is a freak strong athlete that is
Yep.
tall and fast
Yeah.
enough to get downfield where he can get yards before the quarterback has to get rid of the ball.
That man
And
turned a bubble route into a 68-yard touchdown. That's not like hard. Like that's just
gotta look at
you just physically
route
Yeah,
running
beating
you,
of
everybody
you
at
these
that
just
wide
that
point, bro.
guy. Yep.
You just you just a
bro,
playground legend at that point, bro. Like
y'all
nobody's
just
stopping that.
so it's Jalen Hurts. So it ain't AJ, it's Jalen then. Oh.
No, I'm just saying AJ not better than CD Lamb, Malik Neighbors. It's only like 3 or 4 other people I'm saying he's not better than.
he,
You got him in
he,
top 3. I think
he's
CD
right
might be
there
3,
next to Nico.
honestly. And I don't
I
even
have
like the Cowboys.
Nico side by side.
No. You ain't gonna do
Yes.
my boy like that.
Yes.
That
I
might
got
be
him up there with
accurate.
Jordan Jefferson. That's why I got him at with Justin Jefferson.
You
No,
have who with
Justin
Justin
Jefferson
Jefferson?
is one.
He's
I
saying
think
AJ
Justin Jefferson
Brown.
wise number
I
one.
got AJ
Wait,
Jamar
Brown
Chase
top
I'm
3.
second.
confused.
Because
Wait,
if
how do
you
we go
put
backwards?
Jefferson with Burrow, he would have better numbers.
I
Based on
thought we were
man,
moving.
I'm not even gonna ask.
That's
I'm not even gonna ask,
hey,
man.
y'all
AJ
let us know
Brown,
in the all right.
yeah.
Look, y'all let us know in the comments. Please let us know where do you have AJ Brown amongst the wide receivers today. Let us know in the comments, and please put your
Hey,
reason.
so let me just one more hypothetical, right? You
Go
move
ahead.
Jamar Chase to the NFC, right? Does AJ Brown make the Pro Bowl? Because you got Jettles, Amon-Ra, CD Lamb, you got Malik Neighbors.
What
You,
system? What
it
system
don't
we
matter.
in?
You put them on whatever team you want to put them on. I'm just trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
put them on
Mook.
whatever
What
team.
team are
You
you
can give
putting
him
them on?
Cipriani. You can put him on whatever team you want to put him on. As long as he in the NFC with Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson. Who did I just
CD
say?
Lamb.
I'm missing one. CD
CD
Lamb,
Lamb.
Malik Neighbors. I think I
St.
said Malik
Brown.
Neighbors already. You put him in the you
St.
put him
Brown.
over there. You
Put
put
him over there
AJ
with
Brown.
Puka.
I'm a St. Brown. So you moving Jamar Chase over to the NFC essentially. So
Yeah.
all the top receivers is in the NFC. You telling me AJ Brown makes the Pro Bowl and who not
Absolutely not.
making it? Oh, who is he?
Absolutely not.
Who is he beating out?
I
And
know
you can
who.
put
I don't
you
know
can
who
move
gonna
them. You
make
can
it.
move them all around if you want to. You can put Jamar Chase on the Eagles if you want to. It don't really matter. I don't really care. I'm just making a point. I don't think
You
it
put
matters
Jamar
where
Chase
they
on the
play.
Eagles, they throw the ball more.
I ain't gonna say that. That ain't true.
Because they
That is not
know.
true.
Please, you're throwing the ball more if you had Jamar Chase on the field. You're like, hey, sometimes you just throw it up and you be like, hey, he back
I'm
there
not
somewhere.
subscribing to that.
I'll throw
I'm
it.
not subscribing to that. I'm not subscribing to that because Devontae Smith is a heck of a route runner.
Jamar
Puka
Devontae
Chase is
going
the
to the
name
Pro
that I
Bowl. You
said.
can put Jamar,
Jamar Chase was the
and you
name.
still got Puka and Devontae Adams in the NFC too. You still got Puka.
Devontae Smith.
You still got Puka, Devontae Adams. Now I'm going to a whole nother tier. You got
Bro,
JSN. You brother,
I
you can
got
I
put
J.K.
Jamar Chase.
said
Dobbins too.
what I
You
said.
could put
I
Jamar
said
Chase
And
in the
Puka by
49ers, and I
next year.
think he still make the Pro
I
Bowl.
said what I said. AJ Brown top 3.
Don't
That's
make it
crazy.
right. Just
He
saying.
ain't even he not even top 3 in the NFC. That's wild.
He's,
He's
What I
not even
said.
top 3.
he might not be
AJ
top
Brown
5, low
might be
key.
top 3 in that division.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, in that division,
he
because
might not be top 3 in that division.
you have Neighbors, you
You
have
got
CD
Scary Terry,
Lamb,
Malik
Malik
Neighbors, and
Neighbors,
CeeDee Lamb.
Scary
yeah,
Terry, Brown, Devontae, CD.
He might not even be top 3 in that division, bro. I don't
Okay.
want to be the one to tell you. I don't want to be the one to tell you.
Okay. That why ain't none of them got Super Bowls either.
That wasn't Contagious Brown. He had what? 3
Look.
catches?
Wait. See how Randy
Mike
Moss don't
Evans in the
even.
NFC too.
Hey, Sarah always doesn't have a Super Bowl. Neither does Randy Moss. That means absolutely nothing for wide receivers. It's not even the same. If he was a
Nope.
quarterback, I'd be like, okay,
Randy
we can
Moss.
discuss. He went.
Randy
They
Moss
went.
didn't win one with Brady.
Hey, bro.
Nah,
No, they lost
they
to
lost to
New
Eli.
York.
JB.
That was that year.
JB,
Poor man.
you gonna close us down or what, man? 'Cause I'm standing on business. I'm standing
That
on business, bro.
you know, like 80% of businesses fail in the first 3
Brown is
months.
right there with Pickens. I
It's
forgot
up,
about Pickens in that division.
look. It's up there. It is so up there.
Hey, 90% of businesses fail within the first year.
That's
You can
all
say
right.
a lot
Bruh.
of business you
Look,
want to.
this is a Fortune 500 right
You
here.
don't succeed at first. Try again, guys.
Right. You can stand on that business all you want. I'm telling you that's gonna topple, brother. I'm not buying stock in that one.
Player
I'm
Focus,
All right.
Player
selling
Focus
big.
had AJ Brown number 1, too.
Who?
Who?
Player Focus before the season had a number 1, too.
Before the season, not after last week, because his quarterback didn't complete a pass in the second half. So I know he ain't
That's
number
all right.
one
Talking
now.
about okay,
That's all right.
ESPN Fantasy Football is talking about benching AJ Brown in fantasy football, and you want to tell me he's top 3?
What did he do? What did he do last week? What
Nothing
did
in
they
the
do
He
second
did
last week?
half.
horrible.
Nobody did
Nothing.
anything in the
He
second
did
half.
horribly.
They
He has
won, man.
one week
I've
where
been
he
trying to
did
get rid of
something
him
out
all
of
season.
4.
I
Okay,
drafted him
let
in
me ask you this.
accident. I was
Let me
driving
ask you
while I
this.
was.
What did Jamar Chase do last week? What
He has
did
no
Justin Jefferson?
quarterback.
What did Justin
Are
Jefferson
you?
do
Wait,
last
wait,
week?
wait, wait.
They both
Okay,
lost.
when Jamar Chase had his
Fine.
quarterback, what did he do? Triple crown? Okay, cool. We can leave it there. So,
Okay,
hey,
Jefferson had 20
okay.
some points.
Josh, let me ask you this: Triple Crown. What was his playoff numbers like last year?
Who's?
well, he didn't play.
Crown.
He didn't play.
What was his playoff
He
numbers
didn't
like?
play defensive end. He didn't play defensive tackle. He didn't play
That ain't
linebacker.
what
Nor
I asked you.
safety.
That ain't what I asked you. What was his playoff numbers last year? I think we had the same numbers. I think me and him had the same numbers in the playoffs last year.
No, for sure, you
That
did.
playoff argument gonna come back to bite you, bro.
I was gonna say because that's
It's
completely
always
about
gonna
the
be a
team.
team sport, bro.
That's about the team. Football
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
most
That play.
team sport game ever. Like
I'm
someone
trying
on
to
the
tell
other
you, you
side could
better
blow
know
it.
it. You can't,
That's
you
the
can't
most
call
team
no,
sport
you can't
game.
call no ISO in football.
Exactly.
Right.
You can't call no ISO in football.
You
Look,
I'm
can't say,
trying to
hey,
tell
check
Jalen
you.
it out.
Hurts and AJ Brown
Yeah,
call it ISO
yeah.
all the time. They called it in the Super Bowl. Y'all players wouldn't know nothing about that.
No, he still had
Hey,
blockers. They can't call that. The blockers got
AJ
spread out
AJ
and not
Brown,
touch nobody.
AJ Brown out there signaling, telling Jalen Hurts to throw him the ball every play right now. He ain't doing
Hey,
it. He ain't gonna
That's
throw it
every
to
receiver.
him.
Every receiver feel like they open. They ain't one receiver don't feel like they open.
right.
He
Boy,
out there
okay,
signaling.
real
He's
quick.
signaling uncovered every time he break the huddle.
Hey, all right, real quick. All right, so we were gonna get into basketball. Tom got away from us. I'm gonna bring these guys back during basketball season. Real quick, since we all in Houston. The Rockets. Championship or bust this year? Joe, what you think, bro?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You put money into a 36-year-old Kevin Durant. You leveraged your future away, at least what we call our future in Green, Jalen Green. You sent Cam Whitmore to Washington.
Yeah.
You bringing Reed Shepard up. I think they putting all the pieces in the pot right now. I think they still make another move too though. I wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody come. I don't know if it's Ben Simmons or
I
I don't
heard
know
Drew
what it
Holiday.
is, bro. But I
I
think
heard
they
a Drew Holiday rumor.
yeah. We got to get a primary ball handler. I don't think we done moving pieces yet, but I definitely think it's championship or bust for sure. Like you
I
you saw you saw how you looked against the dynasty of this era, and like you got your measuring stick game. So now it's time to put all gas no brakes. Now like you
yeah.
can't go out and win 50, 60 games this year and it was in the first round. You can't do that.
No, that's
That's bad.
big facts. Jake, what you say, bro?
I think it's championship or bust in the first 2 years because they got Kevin Durant for 2 years.
Yeah.
They already had the injury bug hit him. Fred VanVleet, where he's out for the season. He's probably their second best clutch shooter. So unless they make a move, When it comes playoff time, I don't see him getting past. I see him getting past into the second round, probably losing in the second round with
Second
having a
round?
secondary clutch shooter.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mook, what you say, bro? What's up, bro? Mook. Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
You got
Why y'all ask me to be? Why y'all want me to be the bad guy every time?
what are you doing? Playing your AJ Brown impersonation, disappearing?
I'm just telling you this right here. I hate to be the bad guy. I like Houston, but we were just a couple months ago talking about how great the Texans was, and we see how they look right now. On
Still
paper,
no up.
the the Rockets look great, but
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this story with Kevin Durant before, where he has a great team on paper and it collapses. I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Where did he come from? Who had a great team on paper and it collapsed? Phoenix. You had how many All-Star players on that team? Don't
Yeah.
make it happen.
So here's my thing. I've seen great teams on paper and it just don't pan out. Fred
Chemistry.
VanVleet being hurt was a major loss for them. And
Yep.
I'm just being honest with you. I already said before the basketball season was over with last year, I don't see nobody beating OKC. They only got better. They only got more experience. I don't see nobody
Everybody's
beating
coming.
OKC.
Yeah, they
In,
bringing
a
the
seven,
same roster back.
in 7 games, I don't see nobody beating OKC in 7. I'm just saying. This ain't
Okay.
football. This ain't win one and you
Indiana
get to
lost in
go.
7 last year, right?
Barring major
Yeah.
injuries, I agree with you on OKC. The
Okay.
only thing you can do is compete and be there at the end and see if they're healthy.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I say to that. So I think that it is for the same reasons Joe said. I do think it's championship or bust for them. However, I don't think that they'll win the championship because even though Amin Thompson, they're expecting this year to be his coming out party. They're expecting Reed Shepard to step up, and we know he has a jumper out of this world. As far as the team, they're a big team. They're gonna be able to switch a lot on defense. They bought Clint Capella back. I don't know how much that's gonna help. Uh, but I think that the Rockets are gonna be a good team if they can get their chemistry together. I feel like they're gonna hoop. However, the Nuggets made some good moves. I think the Nuggets are gonna be a threat again. OKC is gonna be tough. OKC is beatable though, because Indiana for sure pushed them to 7 last year. Uh, and
They
and
could lose.
yeah. So the fact that Indiana pushed them to 7, that lets you know, like, nah, you bled a little bit. We know that if you could bleed, you can, you know. So that being the case, I think the Rockets are
Yeah.
gonna have a puncher's chance. I think the biggest thing is gonna be the growth of Amin Thompson. I know he's working with one of the best shooting coaches in the league, and if that jumper can become like a real threat, I think they'll be able to open something up.
I think it's a man and Jabari Smith. I think it's both of them.
Jabari
Yeah.
Smith needs to take a step forward because
I
he's
think he got to now at this point. But to Josh's point, I think if Halliburton don't get hurt in that series,
mm-hmm.
I don't know that OKC ain't that hard to figure out. Like Shea is a
They're
free
not.
throw merchant.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Simplistic. It's not figuring them out, it's outworking them.
Yeah, you could beat Chet up a little bit. They just deep. That's what it is. They super deep. Shea is a free throw merchant. They got decent shooting. You
Depends
got
on
to get Jay. You got to run Jalen. You got to run Jalen off and help side on him. They can be beat. They the most beatable NBA champion I think of the last decade. But they
Look,
did
Yeah.
win it, so I'm not gonna take nothing away from them.
I'm gonna say this right here. I think y'all are being bamboozled by Indiana because Indiana is a very unique team where they can legitimate. How many teams can legitimately play 10 deep throughout the whole entire playoff?
OKC.
Not many. Other than Indiana. Indiana was like a perfect storm. You got a point guard that don't need to score to affect the game, and he's super smart and he's advancing the ball, and they playing 10 deep. How many teams can do that? Not many. And you probably talking about only Boston and Boston not going to be healthy. Tatum just coming
Cleveland.
back from injury. They're
We played
a
9 deep
year
last
away.
year.
They still a year away. You got a Houston team that you don't know how the chemistry going to act. Work. You know you got it on paper, but I don't see nobody beating them. Indiana was the perfect storm, but even Indiana, Halliburton is coming back from injury. So that's why I say everybody y'all talking about that can compete with them is a year away. And the Lakers are too old. Who you got? The Mavericks? Maybe the Mavericks. But
Oh, the
even
Mavericks are
that,
good.
you don't know about the chemistry. So that's why I say, and I'm still telling you, Denver, they don't have enough, man. They don't have enough either. I think Denver because Jokic is the best player in the world. So anytime you got the best player in the world, you always have a chance. That's what I would say about Denver. I would never count Denver out because he's the best player in the world. And it's clear. I don't care what nobody say. Jokic is the best player in the world right now. So they always got a chance. But other than that, come on, man. OKC gonna run away with it. And that's why I'm back.
I don't know because Denver pushed them to 7 last year
I don't know
too.
that they run away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Denver
I
pushed
think
them to
Minnesota
7
just
too.
shot themselves out of a couple games, honestly.
Minnesota
Minnesota,
choked themselves out.
yeah, they just shot themselves out of a game. They gonna get a year older and a more mature. And I don't know that you need 10 people to win a championship,
But Minnesota
but
is deep enough for that.
yeah,
But the aspect is youth and just learning. At the same time, we didn't make any moves either. We're
Yeah.
one of the few teams that didn't make a move,
So,
and we
so
needed.
y'all telling me the only way I can see Minnesota challenging OKC is if Rudy Gobert can tell me he gonna get you 20 and 10.
Like I said, the Timberwolves needed to make a move, and that was one of them. Getting rid of
Thank you.
Gobert,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
we
Thank you.
lost we
Jake,
lost Nikhil Alexander Walker to the Rockets.
Jake, Jake, you in timeout now. Go to timeout. Cause you just eliminated yourself. You just eliminated yourself. You still got Rudy Gobert, and that's still gonna be y'all week. Y'all finished. Y'all ain't gonna beat them. Not with Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bench him against any team that has any talented big.
I don't
No, for
think you
sure,
need
for
10
sure.
people to beat
But
OKC.
we did get the rookie.
No, you need 8. It only
We
takes
do
8.
have that rookie to replace.
You can do it with 8.
Yeah, you
You
can
can
do
do it
it.
with 8. Cleveland,
8
Cleveland,
is super.
Cleveland, if Cleveland,
Cleveland
you
got
got the
hurt. Cleveland got hurt last year
yeah,
in the playoffs.
the
Yeah,
right 8, the right 8, the
Cleveland got to
right
show
8.
me
You
they
can
can make
beat
it out
them.
the. Cleveland got to show me they can make it out the first round consistent.
We
Cleveland has
we
kind
were
of
in the
choked
second round
themselves
last
too.
year.
I
We
will
lost
give
to
them.
Indiana in the second round, but everybody got hurt.
They were.
Yeah, Mitchell got hurt.
Yep. Once
Hunter
they
got
got past
hurt.
the first,
Mobley got hurt. Yeah, we swept Miami
So
going to the
my
second
thing
round.
is, you think Cleveland gonna get past the Knicks?
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. The Knicks haven't beaten us. We beat them every time we saw them last year. We're not worried about the Knicks. That's the team we're not worried about. Yo,
the
but
Cavaliers healthy.
100%. Yo, but hey,
I tell
it
you
was a
what,
great
we
time
gonna have to
chopping it up with y'all.
we
Go ahead,
gonna have
Mook.
to come
Last
back
thing.
and talk basketball
We are.
because we
We
gonna
are.
have to just come back and talk basketball.
Yeah, fast. All right, great chopping it up with you guys. Hey, y'all let us know in the comments how you feel, what you thought. Tell us about AJ Brown. Is he really top 3? Have we lost to our marbles? Is Mook on a Mook
Man,
trip?
don't.
Yo, it's another episode of Nothing Nice. Like I said, hit us up on IG, TikTok, 365 Nothing Nice. Joe, appreciate you pulling up. Jake, appreciate you. Mook, my boy, my brother. Yeah, you already know. We out here, Nothing Nice. JB.
Mook, you need to take a nap and then come back.